Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B524. So it took a while, and I got
six.
I got to be honest with you, yeah, because it's no longer and he only found this in his magical store too.
It's not here yet.
That's what I'm saying. So somehow one store in Massachusetts gets stuff no one else does, and thank God for that because we know where that is. But
well, he does.
That Steve, yeah, I don't even know where it is, but Steve knows where it is, and that's all that matters. But again, hopefully this gets to Massachusetts soon enough. So. Better late than never, but we finally got it. So let's get into it. So this one...
I do know, though, there's probably 4 or 5, probably 10 still left at Ted's of the A batch.
Of the A batch?
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't a crowd favorite on that. So we'll see what this one comes out to. This one comes in at a whopping 130.6 proof. It is an 11-year... 2-month, which is a little sad point to the people that need the 12-year mark. And we got it for $74.99, and that's been the going price lately on these. So the company's Heaven Hill. The distillery is the Elijah Craig Distillery. Comes in at, I love their mash bill. It's different than everything else. 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. So it's not a wheater. But then again, it's not a traditional. You don't usually see.
Probably have a pretty good spot.
You don't usually see the malted barley.
Yep.
As the secondary grain. You know what I mean? That's not something I hardly ever see with anybody else. But so we're going to see what this one actually does. They didn't shy on a proof. That was the thing with the A batch. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like under 10 years and under 120 proof, which they haven't done in like ever since. Right. I think it was 119 proof. But I did not do anything as far as prep because I wanted the full effect of what this is going to do, just to see on if it, how hot it comes off. Because it recently
did the one that was 130.
Well, it was like 136. That rye, RYE, RY3 light whiskey, and that drank soft as silk because that really certainly didn't drink 130. So I figured I'd see what this guy does.
She carries.
Yeah, so it was almost like when you put like hot sauce in your mouth. Like I could feel it on the inside of my lips, like whatever reason. I took a little sip.
Because my tongue's like pretty numb and it's holding back in my throat. Now it was a baby sip. So
I took a baby sip, and that thing is throwing elbows going down. That didn't go down like, ooh. Is this really a high proof? No, this is a high proof.
It definitely goes down as a high proof.
Yeah.
It's still 10% rye, so that's going to carry a little sparkle to it as well.
Yeah, but you're not second guessing, like, is it high? Is it one of them tricky ones? No, it ain't tricky. It ain't tricky.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Oh, that. It's funny to get one little sip in you in that olfactory where the smell comes back through.
Yeah, I want
it's still there. I really do, because it broke up, because it wasn't like crazy. Yeah, now I got a huge caramel up the front. I guess.
This is still right up there, though, on all. Their product really hasn't been a failure for me.
The funny thing is, that comes out 3 times a year, and they're all different. They all have a different ride. You may like one better than the other, but the fact that they put out anywhere from so far 119 to now 130 something in proof, and they went up $5. They used to be $69.99 all the time. Now we find them $74.99. That one hit me. And but I mean, you can't beat the value. Whether you love this one or you love A's or you love C's, they're just a good deal.
10, 11, 12 year. Mm-hmm. It's for the money. And if it's too hot for you, you can add your water.
Right, throw in an ice cube. It ain't gonna hurt
2 for 1.
Yep.
Even their regular one though, it's a lower proof, but it's still tasty.
Yeah, again, it's 100% what you like. But and it's cheap. Their regular base small batch.
It is
not that expensive. There was something in my throat today, man. I don't think it's this either, but it's settled right here.
It sounded like you're dying over there, but
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the Sonic burger that I ate before you came here that I did on Ryan's channel.
I have not.
It seems to be right about here right now.
coming back up at you.
Yeah, well, not only that, he likes to go, and this ain't a Sonic review, but he always gets there's like a Route 44, so it's like the size of a big gulp it's got this strawberry one, and it's got like a pound of strawberries in it, and it's just so I just drank one of them because I really didn't think you were coming, and now I'm like, wow, I'm actually
That's a good
full.
pour again.
I know, and these are usually the ones I rave about because it has a lip, but
Had to throw it out there.
yep. Hey, if I'm not anything, I am consistent. I'm consistently bad at pouring, so we're gonna go with that. But yeah, no, this fits right in line with all it is. I'm waiting to see. That's right. Sometimes you add a little bit more, and it does stuff. I'm waiting to see if there was any. Remember the B batch? Was it last year or the year before? It just had that grassy funk when we ended up doing all three of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it stood out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
When we did them side by side, and it's when we always say by itself, it's pretty tasty, but it did stick out.
It was like a sore thumb. It wasn't anywhere
totally
in the
different.
profile.
So I don't believe this one is.
I was wondering to see if maybe while we were doing it, it might do that, but. You definitely know you're drinking 130 proof, though.
You're not gonna wolf.
No, because when I swizzle that around on my tongue, and it Pop Rocks
still
sit there
stays
for days,
and it still stays numb.
Yeah. You're getting both.
Oh,
Your Baby Orangel and the Pop Rocks are going on right now. It's just like it's dancing all over my tongue. So, but no, this
I am still getting a nice nut finish.
I don't know. You get your nuts all the time. Let me see. I can almost see.
It's like an oak nut finish kind of. This is not as sweet as the other day. To me, it's tasty though.
I can almost see like a sweet peanut on this one. You know what I mean? And no, Mike, not a boiled nut. My buddy from Georgia keeps trying to sell me on them. These are so good. I'm like, they're so terrible.
They are.
Sorry for all you Southerners that love the boiled nuts. I don't know how you can screw up a peanut, but damn it, they did it. They made it into a bad oatmeal. I don't understand. It's
they definitely.
Yeah.
And those that love them, they are all over them. They can eat bags of them. I can barely eat one.
My buddy from Georgia's like that. Every time he used to come, because there's a couple times we drove down there, stayed in the trail, and they came and stayed with us. He's like, oh, I found another one. This is one of my favorite vendors on the side of the road. And he'd bring like a bag.
Bigger than popcorn.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my God, that is a soggy, mushy mess. Like, that is terrible. He's like, oh, you taste the Cajun? I'm like, it tastes like shit. That's terrible. And then he'd eat the whole thing, and he'd go out somewhere, and he's like, oh, I found another one. This is a great Cajun flavor. I'm like, they wrecked a peanut. I don't know how that's possible, but
I don't mind them when they do the flavors, still leave them crunchy. They're not boil them.
Yeah,
but when they boil them,
it's just bad oatmeal at that point. That's what that tastes like to me. It's just not good. This is actually very good, and
it is very.
I'm still trying to see. I get more of an oaky presence at the end. Like, I'm not getting your nut. I'm trying to wait to see.
I will say though, the nose is not like throwing a ton of different notes to me. It's you're not getting like 9 different notes in the nose.
Well, because they don't really come with a fruit. It's kind of like a dark. It's like a dark
you
caramel.
A little bit
this
of
one.
Yeah,
on this one.
It's the lightness to it.
Yeah.
But it's it's not. I guess if you want to use like the Weller, it doesn't have like. Usually you can get like different little notes out of those, and this is the nose. It's not bad, but the taste is way better.
No, the viscosity is crazy. It sits on your tongue for a while because and that's half proof and half just the flavor of it all. Because it is proofy when it sits there. I'm trying to relate like some of the things. What was the one we did? The soft red wheat cast strength. The difference between this and that is like night and day. Where that sat on your thing for like 5 minutes, but it was all flavor that did it. Where this is sitting on your tongue. But it's half proof. Like it's staying there with the proof. Where that one was definitely just staying all about like, wow, that is really good.
It's probably harder for us to get the flavor only because it's like
it's such a proofy right.
It's so numbness kind of.
This would probably be one of the ones that you might get a lot more flavors if you did water it down a little bit because it would bring the proof down with. It would let it No, me neither. But I'm just saying for those people, I can see this would be a nice one. Like if you're gonna put one on the rocks and sit out in the sun, because it's not going to hurt him. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely going to dissolve the rock.
That's what I'm saying. It's got.
I'll be
that
surprised
flavor.
if Steve likes this one because it's pretty numbness.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better.
He has acquired
with all that. He certainly has because he's come a whole because he's absolutely loving the
hundreds
single
anyway.
malts and stuff too. So, he's acclimated to the proof a lot. So
no one's mentioned this to us that they've already tried it. So if you guys have, let us know. But if it made it, we are usually like the last ones.
And it's still en route, according to the people, like the actual people that we talk to on a regular basis. They don't have it here in Mash yet. It's this one magical store that.
And if anything, it's closer to the city, and then it goes mid, and then it comes to central, and then it goes west. So we're like third on a trucking list.
Yeah,
they just for whatever reason.
All the ones that we regularly talk to, and again, Steve regularly hits places down in Rhode Island that usually gets it before us, and it's not there yet.
No,
in Connecticut,
I was just in Connecticut.
I go to Connecticut all the time. It's just not here yet. But again, thank you, Steve, for pulling another rabbit out of the hat because this is definitely another one that it's not regularly around.
We'd be super late on.
Yeah, we try. We get them out when we can get them out, but. Again, leave a comment down below if you guys had this. I mean, this will be another good one. I can't wait to put them up against each other and see. What I remember of bottle number 1 of the A batch, this is bringing way more than what that one
I think it is thicker.
Yeah.
I mean, but again,
I don't know if it's just the proof or not.
I don't know
if
I've touched that since we've.
I haven't because I usually try to say I know we're going to end up doing
That's why I don't usually go to that one.
No,
either.
me neither. Me neither. I'd go to an old one before that.
Are we rating this?
Yeah. Yeah, so where are you putting it on the scale?
I'm like A- A on this. I'm
see, that's funny because I was going to say the same thing. You know, it's hard to judge, but I'm thinking just the other day we gave that other one our first A, and I think this is comparable. The difference being is it is hotter.
It is that.
But other than that, it's giving that same, it has a very good finish.
It does stick around.
It has what flavors there. It's hard to get to the flavors because your tongue's vibrating with the heat that's going on and stuff like that. But other than that, I would give this a solid A. And if we factor in price, that's 100%. You know what I mean? You can't beat that. $74. There's so many.
And it's 11 year.
There's so many out there right now where they're upcharging everything.
Less than 4 years, and it's $7,500.
Yeah, at half the
2
proof.
year minimum.
Well, that's just it. So at that price and at that proof, and the fact that they, again, whether you like the batch or not, the fact that they regularly pump these out 3 times a year, and it's impressive. And they keep the prices down.
And their bottle design does stand out. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whether you like them or not, I don't know many people that I've talked to. This is not one that they're like, yeah, no, that I can't stand that one.
No, but I want to put I can't wait to put this up against the soft red wheat though, because I'm wondering if that tameness is going to make it better. You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit lower proof and it drank so soft with the wheat.
It did.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It's kind of like when someone made us do Bakers versus Bookers. You know what I mean? Like any given day, you can switch you know what I mean? Because that lower in proof sometimes is just better. The older I get, it's like it brings out more flavor.
Throw the Bernheim in there on that if you're gonna do the other weeder.
No, we'll come up with it. We'll come up with a thing. I just was thinking because I was just thinking because of the A minus. You know what I mean? I mean the A. They're giving it the root. So, well, there you go. Again, leave a comment down below. Everyone that's around the country, like you usually do, whether it's in your area or not. And sorry for all you Mass people that are waiting for it. I probably won't bump a video. So this is about a week and a half after we did it because we have a couple videos. We got to keep them up if we want to keep them coming out. So. There you go.
It's not going to matter at this point, so that's fine.
No, right, but I'm just thinking. So by the time they see this, it might actually be.
It might actually be here.
Correct. So, because I just wanted to give them. We're maybe a couple weeks out on videos we have.
It'll be here.
And we have so many good ones coming up. I don't think I'm going to bump it. I might just let it run because we're already late anyway. So. There you go. That's the Elijah Craig B524. Again, leave a comment down below if you can get it in your area, if you've tried it, and if you think she hot. That's what I'm thinking because it's very good.
But it's definitely. Tasty, though.
Oh, no, it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the more it sits in the glass, man, that's the best part of these.
It is growing, and we just hit it, so it's just like
my thing is it does bring me to the better of what we've had so far. You know what I mean? That's the key.
Since we've started, actually, this has been one of them.
It is, and in fact,
it does well.
in fact, C batch of last year was. We and Steve went back to it a little while, and that is just a monster. That is a monster. So, well, there you go. There's the Elijah Craig B524. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe. Haven't said that.